And we're laying down the damage on the kitty cat. We get the takedown. Now the mammoth thinks it can stun me. We seem to be in quite a bit of trouble, but we just eject away, throw a Pyroball into the mammoth's face, and now we're about to outplay and end this duck's whole career. Hurricane onto me, but the Unite move already being charged while I'm in the air. And not only do we get the full team wipe, but also the Dreadnought. Yo, you're watching Shurkou, we're back with some more Pokémon Unite, and in this video we will be checking out Cinderace once again, but this time we will be going to the bottom lane instead of going into the jungle. Now I still think that the jungle is by far the best position for this little score bunny, because again, just like I've been showing you in my previous Cinderace gameplays, which all were in the jungle so far since the mobile release, once again, a great Pokemon, one of the S tier junglers, but it is so strong currently that you can also play it in the lane pretty well. In this gameplay you will definitely see what the drawbacks of this laning little score bunny is. As I keep talking about it, guys, this little rabbit needs to scale, and in the jungle it gets to that level 7 pretty quickly, where it gets the Pyroball, which is such a strong move right now. It deals way too much damage, probably should get a little bit of a slap, you know, a little bit of a nerf there. But yeah, in the lane it will take a little bit longer, but whenever you pick this in the lane, and I know that a lot of you guys actually don't like to jungle, a lot of you just prefer to play in the lane, which is also why I'm making this video here, just to show you how you can make this little bunny work during the laning phase as well, because it does have a lot of drawbacks. It doesn't bring any CC, the damage isn't that high, but the DPS, you know, there's not a lot of burst damage, but if you can pair it up with someone that has a little bit of CC, some crowd control like that Mr. Mime has, you will be able to lay down a decent bit of damage while the enemies are stunned. Before we get into the rest of this build, make sure to subscribe, ring the notification bell so you don't miss any further Pokemon Unite content on this channel. And again, let's get back to it. Now, this is pretty much still gonna be the best build that I have been using in the jungle as well. My most recent Cinderace video was exactly talking about that. We're running the Muscle Band, we're running the Razor Claw, and for some decent amount of safety against these pesky speedsters that keep jumping onto you, we also bring the Body Barrier. So you can get that nice shield, so you can also support your team a little bit, and it is just a great item all around. And of course, Razor Claw and Muscle Band don't really need to be explained. You have low cooldown moves, you dash around a lot with that Flame Charge as well. Pyroball also has a decently low cooldown, so the Razor Claw will give you lots of bonus damage. And I mean, if you read Score Bunnies, Cinderaces, whatever, passive, you know that you really want as much attack speed as you can get, so the Muscle Band is a no-brainer. But yeah, as you can see, we are struggling a little bit here in this laning phase. The Mr. Mime is a good laning partner, but we got ganked a little bit. We are definitely struggling as of now. Also, our jungler was AFK for the first couple seconds, but all across the board though, I have to say I'm pretty satisfied with how the laning phase is going, because usually, and I'm telling you, usually it is going to be a little bit worse whenever you play that score bunny in the lane. Sometimes it can go really bad and you will be stuck at level 4 for quite some time, but I was able to hit my level 7 very quickly right before the Dreadnought spawned, or right as it spawned, and that's exactly what your #1 focus should be. As you can see, we get the nice snipe there after the Mr. Mime stuns the Cramorant. Super easy for me to line up that Pyroball afterwards, and we get the kill, of course, and we can take all the credit. Meanwhile, the support did everything as usual. But yeah, as you can see, I'm already able to lay down some decent damage. This is gonna be played the same way as you would play a jungle Cinderace, just that you are a little bit gimped. Usually I would already be level 9, especially with this many early takedowns to my name, but here we get a beautiful little outplay, man. I charge the Unite move while he is shooting his serve. We hit the Pyroball beforehand, and we are able to turn you know, it was kind of looking like an average situation into a very favorable situation. We get the Dreadnought as well. Now this enemy Zeraora is feeling a little bit too frisky, but never mind, it also just gets away with those blitzes. Or how do you say that? Blitzies? let's say Blitzies, guys. That is cute. But yeah, we are doing extremely well so far. Again, Team Fight breaks out, Mr. Mime with a beautiful Unite move, and I can just stand back, man, and keep shooting those basic attacks. Again, though, I would still recommend you to try to get Jungle as often as possible as a Cinderace if you really don't like it, and if you really just like playing Cinderace. Make sure to try to pair it up with something like a Snorlax, Mr. Mime, Jigglypuff. Blastoise is what you will be laning with often, because Blastoise is super popular for a good reason. It is very strong, but because both of these have kind of a weak early game, you know, it tends to be a pretty difficult lane, so not too recommendable. Mamoswine fits the same criteria, but at least Mamoswine has that freeze, that perma-freeze early on already. Meanwhile, the Blastoise can really just only kick people around. That's Squirtle, right? With the water gun. So again, you have to be very careful with who you lane with. Usually whenever I see a Cinderace lane with some of the supports, like a Blissey, that's fine. Blissey has very good early game strength with the pound, you know, with the hand slapping down. But when you compare it with an Eldegoss, that tends to perform pretty badly, because once again, Eldegoss is only gonna it's gonna heal you early game, but it's not gonna hold them down. It's not gonna deal a lot of early game damage. The Leaf Tornado is kind of bussin', but I believe it gets it at level 4, and at that point, you know, you can already have lost 2 of your items. But yeah, as you can see, once again, Team Fight breaks out. The Mamoswine uses its Unite move. I just kite away, man. Super simple. We're just chilling here. We had a good Unite move again. We do a lot of damage here. I instantly eject away as soon as I see that Zeraora. And here I have the presence of mind to give my Zeraora the other berry. He heals just enough so he doesn't die to the enemy Zeraora. That was pretty good. I almost snagged that away, man. I'm telling you guys. Have you seen your teammate Cinderace players? They're brain damaged, you know? Do you know why? Do you think it's a coincidence? Do you think just noobs like this Pokemon? Yes, that is absolutely the case, but let's ignore that. No. It's because this Pokemon causes direct brain damage to your neurons. It is mental, I'm telling you. I see myself randomly hitting Zapdos as well, just because you want to shoot these fireballs, man. You know, you feel like Cristiano Ronaldo, man, playing this. It's just too cool, you know? Or Messi, if you're a Messi fan. I like both. I don't really watch football, but I think both are cool, because they're both very impressive. I do prefer Ronaldo, though, because I admire his hard work ethic. But anyway, I digress, guys. Look at this mammoth jumping into the point, just taking too much damage. And from this point on, you're basically a Cinderace, just like in the jungle gameplays. You will deal a ton of damage, man. Again, really the most important thing, get level 7 as fast as possible. Pair it up with a support. If you didn't pay attention, the Mr. Mime was actually playing out of his mind, because out of his mind, no, you know, Mr. Mime, mind a little bit of a rhyme, a little bit, never mind, because he was giving me a lot of the XP. Now, I'm not sure if he did that intentionally, but I definitely appreciated it, because again, we were able to get Pyroball. If you're level 6, still kicking that Ember at the Dreadnought fight, you might as well just go farm. You might as well just surrender that fight. It is pretty tough. And look at this Mammoth, man, just sitting in that bush, tanking 2 of my Pyroballs. He does not play around. Then he used the Unite move here. I kind of found out a little bit of a nice glitch there. If your Unite move gets cancelled, it gets replenished to 90%. I still got the body barrier. A little bit of an abuse right there. That seems like a cool, you know, a little bit of a trick, definitely. You can abuse that. Like, I can Unite move again and get another body barrier shield, probably. I don't think it has a cooldown. So, yeah, definitely something nice we found out. But sometimes it gets reset to 0%. So, it is tough. And here I start hitting the Zapdos, because I really think we are completely outnumbering them. I think this was a great decision on my part, because I saw that we still have these outer 2 points, so it's really easy for the enemies to score. So if we just let the game going, it's a very, very high risk that the enemies would be able to score and then just turn around the game entirely, because again, we have these completely outer points still, which are really easy to score on. And with the double points, after 2 minutes remaining, it is very dangerous once again. So I started hitting the Zapdos. We were able to get it pretty safely once again. And yeah, just honestly, crazy, pretty clean game, you know? Huge shout out to this Cramorant, constantly getting outplayed. Look at this guy. You think I'm not gonna kill him? Of course I'm gonna kill him. Watch this. Boom, we go back in. And that basic attack would have killed him. But it doesn't hit at the end. The game already ended. But yeah. Again, just as I said all the time, man, Cinderace, S-tier Pokemon, super strong, in the lane, not nearly as strong as in the jungle, but, you know what I mean, still very, very solid. Now let's get into everybody's favorite section of this video. We're gonna be doing some drip reports. And as you can see, I'm not gonna talk about the rightmost or the second from the right. They're just the hype beast trash lords walking around with some trash fake off-white drip. Let's not talk about them. Once again, I'm the MVP, not only in the game but also in the fashion game. Once again, just winning with that beanie. But then we have the Pikachu drip with a little bit of a twist, you know, not these bulky Pikachu Air Jordan collabo, you know, Jordan 1s. Instead, they went with the yellow Converse. Not too bad, honestly, not too bad, not as bulky. I dig it. Again, not too bad. But then we have the clear winner of the evening, besides me, of course, I'm the drip king, but the clear winner. Look at this guy. He picks Absol. You know why he picked Absol? Because he predicted that someone would pick Mr. Mime right next to him, and he rocks the Mr. Mime yellow suit. It is mental, guys. And is he wearing the Pikachu shoes? I'm not even sure, man, but it doesn't even matter at that point. He already won in all our hearts. Again, besides me, those pants, still the best in the game. But yeah, not too bad. Let me show you the damage. It was like, you've already seen it in the thumbnail. I think it was 28%, 29, something like that. Not too bad. Yeah, 29, almost 30% pretty much. 84,000, by far the most in the game. Make sure to subscribe, ring the notification bell. Let me know what you guys think about this build in the comments below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!